Hello and welcome back. It's a long welcome back. It's been 8 years since my last video, my only video about the third eye and how I needed just 5 things. Now, that was somewhat 8 years ago. I went through an awakening many years before that, and a lot has changed, a lot's happened, a lot of progression. I haven't stopped. I've been relentless in my pursuit. But I'm back. It's time to be seen and come out of hiding. The time is now. Now, this video in particular, I want to talk about extraterrestrials. There's a lot of stuff in the media about extraterrestrials. Literally, my social media stream is all about extraterrestrials, and I get it. It's a fascinating subject. It's absolutely fascinating. The possibility of there being more life than just us. Truth is, there is. Some how we know it, some how we don't. Now, I'm a deep meditator. My meditation game is stupidly strong. I have answers, I ask questions and I get answers. A lot of what's in the media now, I have already expressed this about 9 years ago to my son. Pretty much one of the only people that I actually openly spoke to about what I am, what I know, and how I know it. A lot of what's come to light now, information and what's been told to the public, I already disclosed that to my son 8 years ago, about 9 years ago to be precise. Truth is, there's a lot more out there than we know. The whole solar system's alive. We look at planets like they're dead. We see the surface. But what we don't see is that every planet's in restoration. Civilizations are underneath, same as Earth. There's more under the sea than you would ever know. There's more hidden in plain sight than you will ever know. And these beings that humans label extraterrestrial, you have to remember they are complete power in what we call spiritual. And not just light-based touching like a telepathy. They can manipulate a mind, especially one like a human's, effortlessly. I can promise you, an extraterrestrial can walk in front of you, but put such a dominant thought into your mind that it can change the perception that you see, and that you don't see what you need to see. They are complete power. End of the day, when we go down this spiritual path, we have to remember humans don't actually know a lot of the deities, their backgrounds, who they are, where they come from, why they were here, why they're not here living amongst us. A lot of the deities that you throw your hands up to and worship, who are they? What's their background? Who did they teach before they taught humanity? Because humans, as the Bible says, came from God. And it doesn't really add up to me, because the information that I have received is that we are a biological creation of extraterrestrials. We are in an experiment, as to say, how we progress. And the same things on many other planets. They walk amongst us. They pretty much live amongst us. We just don't see it. We don't see it because of how weak we are energetically and how we can be manipulated. The same way a human can manipulate another human, which shouldn't be possible. Just think, something with a lot higher spiritual ranking and power can absolutely go right by you and you won't even know. We're talking about beings that don't have distractions, like this in particular, coming out and talking. You won't really find them doing this sort of stuff on social media. But a purpose is a purpose. It must be fulfilled when the time is right. And the time is now. Now there are so many types of extraterrestrials that cross through Earth, that have built bases on Earth, that have manipulated mankind, our human civilization. There's a lot of history here on Earth. A lot of it's buried, to be honest with you. A lot of the stuff that's found has never been disclosed. You're only given a small snippet to feed your fantasy of what Earth was and what it could be. Virtually everything's been rewritten, and you're taught. But yet, if your higher rankers were so on point, then why would a human have the need to conspire to conspiracy theories? It's because the gut can't lie. There is more. There's always more. Put the Earth on a 1 to 100, you're told probably about less than 20% of the truth. If you were told that we weren't created by gods, yet we were created by extraterrestrial beings and given Earth as a temporary home, and that our evolution will be tampered with throughout time to see how we are, how we progress, how we live. End of the day, everything is a pet to something. But there's always the pet that doesn't listen. Disobedience. And then here on Earth they're called spiritual people, because we choose our own direction. We choose to work with our own mind. We don't follow someone else's lead. We create our own path, often resulting in unawakened information, knowledge, power. Now you look for extraterrestrials in all sorts of random places. But one thing I really don't see humans talking a lot about, and you really should, is your ancestral line. Because we are biological creations of extraterrestrials. Every human pretty much is. The unknown DNA in a DNA test, when you do your ancestry testing, is something that hasn't been tested. Your lineage goes so far back, it's unreal. Your ancestors are not just humans that died before you. Your ancestors are also the beings that created you in many lifetimes. Not just here, other locations. In a physical world and in a spiritual world. Every human has access to all of this. Again, it's about progression and what you want in life, how you want to channel life, what you want out of this human existence once you understand what it is. And it is a training center. You're here to train your soul. Hence why life repeats. And you're not here to just make God happy, because the rich wouldn't be rich. There is an opposite that you can also please. There is a darkness in the world, and it overshadows a lot of the good right now. There are good extraterrestrial beings, there are bad extraterrestrial beings. Same way as there's a God and there's what you humans call the contract, the devil. But before you even go into that, it's very important to know how you vibrate. It's very important to know how your core soul vibrates, Because not everything into this world, whether it's a child, a pet, whatever it is that has a life, comes from the source. The source is a source of creation, but if there's a light source, then there's a dark source. You have to acknowledge that not everything in this world is coming out of a good place. It's not created out of a good place. We label it as trauma and dramatic experiences. We grow up, we are who we are, but it's not entirely true. There are levels in this earth that humans are just blinded to. There is power walking amongst us that we are just not ready to comprehend. One extraterrestrial being can be so powerful that it can manipulate the mind of hundreds to not be seen but walk right by you. They can easily live side by side with us, full time. And the only way we can actually see them is through meditation. Now, there is a rare chance that you'll have a meeting where, yeah, it's extremely rare to meet an extraterrestrial in the flesh. They pick you because they know your life. They know no one's really going to believe this guy. Look at him. There's no power or status behind them. They're lonely, vulnerable. Those are the ones that get the chance, and occasionally leads to abduction, experiments. But the ones that are rich, powerful, now these are the guys that know the full secrets of the earth. How to connect, where the portals are, what these triangular shapes around the world mean, what's underneath them. And we also know what's missing because of beings that have taken things back, and what's missing because humans, again, hiding information from one another because they know what the information is, and they know that can lead to power. For example, you should be living on a free earth. This is one of the most biggest tests for our actual race, humanity, which we failed. You shouldn't be paying for anything. Earth should be free to everybody. But again, some extraterrestrials know this. Some extraterrestrials just don't care. They want to feed off you. See how far we can push each other, what we'll do in certain situations, just like humans test rats in a lab. The technology, the sort of beings they've created, what they believe in, the direction the whole race falls in, and if you step out of line, it's over. You're looking at races that they come as a collective because they're all on the same wavelength, which is why they're powerful. Not like humankind where you have your plus, your negative, you're in the middles. For example, information like extraterrestrials, most humans would laugh. But it exists. It 100% exists. And if you want to communicate with these beings, it actually isn't that hard. You need to go into deeper meditation. Not your mindfulness, not your light practices. Like, I'm talking your deep meditation. Opening your chakras is very important. It creates channels, portals for your physical body, which they can connect through. Again, I've had tremendous experiences over the last 8 years that have shaped my entire belief and how I live. But again, it's very important you humans discover your complete ancestry, because not everything is human in your DNA. We have unawakened codes. We have levels to reach through our meditation and practices that we must, if we want to go on this journey, work towards. Connect with these beings and allow them to help you, and allow yourself to help them open up some pretty amazing stuff. Very amazing stuff. Stuff you thought that was only possible in films. I've always said, if someone can think it, someone out there can do it. It's a part of manifestation. Again, it depends what you want. Now, this is just a touch-based video. I'm literally putting my feelers out there to see what sort of response I get back. I do apologize, I am not a overly experienced editor. I'm not going to make you the most fascinating films just yet. I'm literally just beginning with what I have. Because the word is, for me, it's time to be seen. It's time for me to share. So as I get used to being in front of a camera and talking, more will come out. Now, I'm not bothered about likes and subscribes. It's not what I'm here to do or have or achieve. For me, it's very important. The information must be put out. There are those that will laugh at the information, but I very well know there are those that will look at this information and want to know more. This is for you. And if I can make the human that wants to laugh about humanity curious, then tremendous. That's great. I already know I cannot please everybody, and I do not intend to. I tend to speak my truth, and if that crushes some people, then that crushes some people. If it makes them laugh, then tremendous. I'll laugh with you. I'm not bothered. I'm far too healed and far too progressed to care about human things as such. But again, feel free to comment, do what you like. Oh, it would be lovely to have some feedback. I'm not gonna lie, it would be lovely to have some feedback, some questions, maybe some next video ideas. This isn't all I know. I can help you with pretty much absolutely everything and anything. From spiritual to human life stuff to emotional narcissism, manipulation, how to activate DNA codes, how to open chakras easier, how to meditate. I can teach you whatever you want to know. As I was once told by a very nice deity, once I have your attention, I could teach you anything. And I'm saying that to everybody. If I can have your attention, I could teach you anything. For now, goodbye. Definitely will see each other very soon. I will be making more videos. Peace.